Welcome to Space Therapy, where we are working our way around the points of the room compass and discovering what it takes to create a home that's designed by L-I-F-E, life. We accommodate L for your lifestyle activities, with I, your home's interior flow, so that you create the F of feelings desired, even as we handle E, the exterior connections. In previous videos, I introduced the L of lifestyle activities, the 6 pathways of the I and the E of the room compass, and started on the F for feelings desired. We saw how accustomed we have become to living with spaces that are not brain-friendly or to living in a space connected to what we most desire in a home. They are form follows function homes at best. When you think about it, most homes have the same basic functions they accommodate. They are typically arranged around 2 types of spaces, either more public or more private. This commonality has led me to firmly believe that homes are most inspiring when the guiding light of form follows feeling, both drives and sifts out our ideas. As the University of Illinois pointed out with a collection of Suchi-ready projects published as Form Follows Feeling in 2019. Therefore, even though the design process can begin with arranging spaces to suit the lifestyle of the owner, we then adjust them to harmonize with both the internal and external surroundings, as I did in this home, maximizing the views of trees and minimizing the views of the neighbor's decaying backyard. Yet eventually we get back to the question of what makes a home a place that inspires us to want to come home early, as one client put it, because we so love how it feels. That's what happened when I changed the pathways of this home, with greatly restricted views of the nearby mountains, to this. I moved the entry into the former dining room, redid the stairwell so mountain views could be seen from the kitchen in the center of the home by looking up the stairs out the new archtop window. While different cultures handle lifestyle activities within their norms, beyond that, as wealth accrues, more and more specialty areas and rooms emerge, like this client's refrigerated wine room with color shifting light in the center of their home. When we focus on function, I propose we end up with homes that, as Sarah Williams Golding say, reflect that we're disposed to prefer familiar conventional designs, even when those designs serve us poorly. We become so habituated to it, she says. Eventually, people can and do come to judge inferior places that serve them poorly or even harm them in covert ways as indisputably, objectively good. Instead of continuing down this path of unwittingly creating brain-toxic spaces, why not discover what creates a brain-friendly home, and not just for you, for all those who visit you? Well, today I'm going to give you 2 tools for connecting to what's below the surface, starting you down that path. The first tool involves examining your closet. What are you wearing when you look fabulous? What shapes, colors, patterns, textures envelop your body and frame your face so you feel amazing? Translate that understanding into thinking of your home as the largest piece of clothing you will wear. I had a client who loved the look of 50s diners with their black and white checkerboard floors. I asked her to show me her dresses with checked patterns, and she replied she didn't have any because she looks terrible in them. Well, that pattern can be tough to wear. Then why have a kitchen you'd be surrounded by that? Lisa Peterson created the checkerboard effect in this kitchen and shows how her selection of colors and the subtlety of the pattern in them softened the contrast in a wonderful way. Asking yourself, would I wear this pattern in these colors, can lead to dramatic changes in how you choose the finishes for your home. My second and more powerful tool for discovering what drives the feelings you most desire is not creating a detailed wish list. In fact, in all the years I've been in residential design, I can say that once people discover what is driving what they desire in their home, 100% of the time is different than what they had initially thought. As Colin Ellard states in his book, Places of the Heart, we desire homes that evoke the seen and remembered, places we have experienced. That means we need to surface our place history memories and understand what information is hidden in them about the elements that will inspire us and are actually deep down driving our wish lists. That said, this most powerful tool that I'm referring to requires you to engage the process of reverse abstraction. This is the tool I rely on most. When we use descriptive words like cozy, comfortable, sleek, modern, rustic, sexy, gourmet, etc., these words convey meaning they have become abstractions. In other words, the feeling remains attached to the word, yet if we could see each other's image history, none of us would attach the same image to these words. As Aristotle said, the soul does not think without an image. In this case, ask yourself, what's my earliest memory of a cozy place, for instance, when you remember cozy? Unpack the image for your 4 ingredients: shapes, colors, textures, and patterns, and consider the interconnected ways we can respond to them in your design. Another strategy I employ is to ask my clients to go online to Houzz or Pinterest and take snips of rooms they are drawn to. Once done, I have a Zoom meeting with them and unpack the images for what drew them in. It could be the overall image. Sometimes it's just one element within it. Regardless, as stated in the book Color in Three-Dimensional Design, since taste comes in all forms, even descriptive words such as sophisticated, colorful, or soothing can mean very different things to different people. Being able to observe the colors a client associates with descriptive words ensures a better translation of their words into meaningful color combinations. These images also contain information about textures. This is so important. As Catherine Bailey Dunn says in Designing for All 5 Senses, touch determines the spirit of a room. She goes on to say, if a room doesn't feel the way you want it to, try an infusion of touchable things. Carefully note the textures that draw you in the scene and remembered of your life, and are connected to that place history. Coarse or fine, rough or smooth, matte or glossy, etc., etc., etc. To achieve inspiring interiors, consider how to scale the textures as I did in this kitchen, for instance, from matte to glossy. Elements scale in nature, and the language of nature is fractals. More on that in our next video. Images contain patterns: geometric, random, natural, marbled, wavy, ribbons. Exploring the scene and remembered places of your life will open the door to new ways of viewing how to choose design elements and the finishes for your home, as they did for this couple. She grew up in Hawaii on a Coast Guard base with white cabinets inside and a colorful green world outside. He grew up in New England with rich woods and where every door in his home had a keyhole under it. Consider how to connect your home to your heart. Follow the path of reverse abstraction to a place where form follows feeling and make it work well for you. Please subscribe to Space Therapy channel as we explore what it means to have a home that's designed by LIFE, Life.